In the shadowy corners of Marvel Comics, few villains are as cunning, persistent, and utterly terrifying as Mr. Sinister. He's a master geneticist, an immortal schemer, and a monster cloaked in Victorian elegance. But who is the man behind the diamond-marked forehead? Today, we peel back the layers of deception to uncover the twisted history of Nathaniel Essex. Our story begins not in a secret lab, but in 19th-century Victorian London. Here lived Nathaniel Essex, a brilliant but dangerously ambitious biologist. Obsessed with Charles Darwin's work, Essex believed that humanity was on the verge of a massive evolutionary leap, a new subspecies he called mutants. His theories were far too radical for the era. His peers in the Royal Society branded him a madman, shunning his research and casting him out. But Essex was undeterred. Tragedy would soon fuel his obsession. His young son Adam died from a birth defect, a loss that shattered Essex. He saw it as a sign of humanity's genetic decay. His wife Rebecca grew terrified of his increasingly morbid experiments. On her deathbed, she looked at her husband, now a hollow shell of the man she loved, and whispered her final words. "To me, you are utterly sinister." Her words would become his new identity. It was at his lowest point that a being of immense power arrived. Apocalypse. The ancient mutants saw potential in Essex's ruthless genius. He offered him a deal: immortality and the power to unlock humanity's genetic secrets. Essex accepted. Apocalypse used his advanced celestial technology to transform the frail scientist into an ageless being with complete control over his own molecular structure. This new creature, christened Mr. Sinister, was born, but Sinister was no one's servant. He secretly created a techno-organic virus, a fatal flaw to one day use against his master, proving his treachery from the very beginning. Freed from the constraints of time and morality, Sinister embarked on a century-spanning project. His singular focus became two specific mutant bloodlines: the Summers and the Greys. He believed that the union of Scott Summers, Cyclops, and Jean Grey, Phoenix, would produce a mutant powerful enough to finally defeat Apocalypse, his eternal rival. This obsession was relentless. He stalked them, cloned them, and manipulated their lives with cold, calculated precision. When Jean Grey was believed to be dead, Sinister saw his chance. He activated his greatest creation, Madeline Pryor, a perfect clone of Jean. He orchestrated her meeting with a grieving Scott Summers, and their eventual marriage led to the birth of a son, Nathan Christopher Charles Summers. This child, the culmination of Sinister's grand plan, was destined to become the time-traveling soldier known as Cable. For a time, Sinister had achieved his goal. He had the ultimate genetic weapon in his grasp. Centuries later, the mutant nation of Krakoa was founded, and surprisingly, Mr. Sinister was offered a seat on its ruling body, the Quiet Council. He seemed to play the part of a reformed ally, using his vast genetic library to aid in the resurrection of fallen mutants. But this was just another long game. Sinister was secretly creating his own rogue database of mutant DNA, building a secret army of clones, and plotting to hijack the very systems that gave Krakoa life. His ambition culminated in the catastrophic sins of Sinister Timeline. In this dark future, he successfully infected all of Krakoa's leaders with his own personality, creating a galaxy-spanning empire of Sinisters. His ultimate goal was revealed: to achieve dominion, a godlike state of being existing outside of time and space. Even in failure, the event showed the horrifying scale of his ambition. He wasn't just trying to guide evolution, he was trying to become its singular, final form. So what exactly makes Mr. Sinister so formidable? His powers are as vast as his intellect. His primary ability is total molecular control over his own body. He can shapeshift into any form imaginable, regenerate from nearly any injury, and project powerful energy blasts. His transformation by Apocalypse also granted him telepathy, allowing him to manipulate minds and shield his own thoughts from even the most powerful psychics, like Charles Xavier. But his greatest weapon has always been his mind. He is arguably the foremost geneticist on the planet, possessing knowledge that surpasses even the high evolutionary. He can clone any living being, create new life forms from scratch, and predict genetic futures with chilling accuracy. He combines this scientific prowess with a Machiavellian cunning, always playing the long game, with contingencies for his contingencies. He is a patient predator, willing to wait decades, even centuries, for his plans to come to fruition. From a grieving Victorian scientist to a cosmic threat, the journey of Mr. Sinister is a cautionary tale of ambition untethered from morality. He represents science without a soul, progress without compassion. He's not just a villain, he's a force of nature, he himself twisted into being, forever chasing a perfect, and terrifying, future of his own design. Thanks for watching our deep dive into the history of Mr. Sinister. Who is your favorite X-Men villain? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Until next time.